Welcome to St. Augustine this evening, the Mike Davis Show. We've got a great cast for you here today. It's our Tuesday regulars. So Davey and Amanda have joined us today. We have all kinds of fun things going on. I was being educated on different styles of jewelry.
Yeah,
I had no idea there were different people that designed those things.
It's a sport.
Man, the stuff that I learned before this show.
Oh, I'm so
Just
glad
wait
that I
to
can
see what you're going to learn during the show.
Culture, flair, arts, and entertainment. I'm here.
It's what we founded the Mike Davis Show on. That's exactly what we founded it on.
I love you guys so much.
Politics be damned.
We're staying true to your roots, Mike Davis.
Oh, so true,
gosh.
so true. I know.
I guess Troy Blevins was the guy that kept me on track.
Listen, I learn a lot from this show. I do. I love watching this show. It's so good.
Oh my goodness. Best open we've had in years. All right, Solomon Services. They have their summer program. So if your children, young adults are trying to get in better shape for their next sporting season, now's the time to do it. Their middle school classes are from 4 to 5 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. High school, 5 to 6 Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In college, 8 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They're building confidence for competitive athletics. If your ute needs to get in better shape, be faster, quicker, stronger for next year,
Yes.
now's the time to do it. Call Solomon Services. Classes are forming and filling up quickly, and they will fill up, so give them a call.
That's great.
Absolutely. And who else needs your call is Powell Heating and Air, because it's getting hot out there. You need to make sure your air conditioning system is in top condition. They are dedicated to customer service, and they have been for the 39 years that they've been in business. And that is evident from everything they do from the moment they answer your call
It was all the way down.
to the time they leave your home. They are working to make you comfortable and confident about the care and service you receive from Powell. With their fleet of 10 plus trucks, a 15,000 square foot warehouse stocked with parts and equipment, they are ready to serve you around the clock. They service all heating and air conditioning brands, and their emergency service is always open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, including nights, weekends, and holidays.
Quick, tag me in. Hey, Solar Stick, established in 2006. You say
That one.
2006. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that works.
Solar Stick is a local portable power company committed to, how do I say that word? What's that one, Micah?
American manufacturing.
Yeah, buddy. Constant innovation and creating jobs right here in St. Augustine, Florida. Solar Stick's focus on providing solutions for self-sufficiency, helps users all over the world complete missions and saves lives. I can't read it. There we go. Solar Stick saving lives, and reviving American manufacturing. Very cool.
Right here in the nation's oldest city.
That is
I
right.
need to write that in there for you guys.
Let's do that.
And A to Z, they offer free estimates and have been serving St. Johns County for over 20 years in the construction industry. A to Z offers painted metal roofs for saltwater area homes with warranties up to 25 years. And A to Z offers shingle roofs with warranties up to 50 years. They also offer tile roofing, the famous Cedar Shake shingles, designer roofing, and flat roof coverings. You can go to their website, A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing.com. You can get recent photos with material descriptions. Call Chuck McCone and his staff. They're absolutely amazing. 904-669-8037. Why is it everybody in this area has a phone number named after this network?
904?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Because the
gonna change
traders are 324. Yeah.
And we have to give a shout out before
Absolutely.
we do the Jackie Herd calendar, a shout out Odyssey of the Mind. Amanda, you actually participated in this, so you should shout it out and give everyone the good news.
All right, so we're super excited. I got word from some of the families at the Odyssey of the Mind team in St. Augustine Montessori School that they have reached their fundraising goal.
Oh, I love this story.
Thanks to our friend Stephanie Hollis at Solar Stick.
Oh, that's so
Solar
cool.
Stick decided to sponsor the Odyssey of the Mind team, which I think is a perfect pairing. I mean, these kids are inventors. They're very innovative. It's fantastic. And so we just want to thank Stephanie Hollis and everybody at Solar Stick for sponsoring the Odyssey of the Mind team. They do still have a couple more fundraisers to help have a little bit of a cushion for supplies, because they were describing all of their set pieces and things. They have to break them down and rebuild them once they're there, just needing extra supplies and extra incidentals once they're in Iowa. So you still have the opportunity to give if you haven't yet, but they did reach their minimum fundraising goal thanks to Solar Stick. They're amazing.
That is so cool. Amazing. Congratulations, Boo.
I have to say, first of all, great job, Amanda, and a fantastic job of Stephanie Hollis of stepping up, and Solar Stick to sponsor future amazing people that might be engineers one day, might be coming to work at Solar Stick. Who knows?
Or the 904 now. You never know.
You never know.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we need a lot of
We want them
electrical
to have a
things.
better future than that, Davey.
We have a lot of electrical issues that we could probably get solved. I'm just saying.
Kelsey was very dramatic. I think that she would love to be in front of the camera in the future.
I
so she
like
can
it.
be
I
here.
love a diva. Good.
And I have to say that pairing Solar Stick with Odyssey of the Minds is a much better pairing than light beer with caviar.
Well, I don't
Much
know.
better pairing, Amanda.
Have you been to Pesca? Have you tried Michael Lugo's caviar with tater tots? It's incredible.
Well, that's different than light beer. Tater tots are useful.
Oh, that is true. Some tots are always, they go a long way. They go a long way. Tots go a
Tater
long
tots
way.
are useful.
Just ask Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh, so how are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing great. We're doing good.
Yeah.
I'm rested. I'm happy.
Good, wonderful, wonderful.
Anna's excited. I was napping an hour ago.
Oh,
Yeah?
many
I got
blessings.
up early this morning. I usually get up at 5:30. I was up at like 4:45, and I can't go back to sleep. I was like, I'm just gonna get up and get going. So
An
that's
hour
early.
ago, I was blending my eyeshadow. What you
I
doing
am
with your
up.
life?
I am up at 4.
Don't you tell me you were doing the same thing, Davey.
4:27 doing my no, I'm not doing eyeshadow, but no, 4:27 I have to actually walk dogs and pull everything together. I like to watch the local news and try to get the vibe so I can get it to Captain Melfi and see like what we're gonna run with. So
Yeah.
I'm up early.
Speaking of the vibe in the morning, does anybody know if Troy Blevins is coming back? Did he get lost in Vegas? Did
Please
he get
message in
kidnapped
comments.
in Vegas?
Please message in
Did he
comments.
fall asleep
We need
on the
proof of
roof
life.
of the hotel?
Barbara Jean, I'm gonna need you to tag people. Please run, ready, go.
He definitely fell asleep on the floor of one of the casinos. There is a picture on Facebook of that. I can bring it up.
Oh, really?
No way. Why did they not send me this
This
scandalous
I
stuff?
gotta see.
You're just not friends with the
Amanda,
right
you're
people.
a sleuth.
I'm working on it. I'm
I
getting
thought this was like, what was the Hangover 7? I thought
Yeah.
this trip was like Troy's Hangover. We were doing radio shows back in the day, and he tells me, oh, no, I'm flying to Vegas. But I will land an hour before the show, and I will call in.
Oh no, we
I will call in to the show.
That doesn't happen here, no.
So I
no
don't know
calling
whether alcohol or
he's not on the
edibles or both were involved.
He's not on the roof, but he's definitely in a corner of the
Oh,
casino. In his pig farmer shirt.
wow. Wow. Look at that tile inlay. Isn't that beautiful?
I already see a little bit of sunburn. He's already probably angry about that. But I'm going to tell you,
Yes.
I think this is a fake sleep. I think this is staged. I don't believe that's correct.
I
don't
know
believe it's
because
real.
his mouth is closed.
Yeah, he doesn't. He looks a little bit too engaged in the in the pose there.
Yeah, I don't think he's really asleep there.
No.
Homeless,
Fake
yes.
news.
Asleep, no.
It's
There's
what's it
a
called? It's
difference.
displaced. It's not
yes.
homeless.
I mean, you want to talk about fake news? He's also allegedly an angel. I don't know about that.
I think he's an angel. He's the saint of St. Augustine. Always standing an
I'll
angel.
agree
wins.
with you if we had one word in front of angel. Fallen.
Oh,
He looks
there
like
it
he's
is.
holding on for dear life with those wings.
Oh, my gosh.
Good gracious.
Next,
They
you're going to
look like
show me
they
of
have
him in a picture in a church. Oh, wait, it's Vegas. Never mind.
Well, that would be with Elvis,
only
right?
church-
Yeah.
The only church would be
Rebecca?
a wedding chapel, and I can guarantee you.
Rebecca,
he
you are
didn't
not grape jelly.
Oh, my goodness.
gracious.
Oh, gosh.
It looks like they had fun.
Looks like they had a lot of fun, which is great.
Do we know when he's coming back?
It's
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Facebook doesn't.
It's allegedly a red eye. We do have that confirmed of some sort.
What
Okay.
day?
Because we do know that Blake was the travel agent here and found the best pricing, and the best that he could find were these red eye flights. So it's a kamikaze mission. So I'm not sure if it's tomorrow or if he might need a little bit of
I'm
respite.
not sure
for
you
the
understand the meaning of kamikaze mission. Because we expect him to come back, but in a kamikaze mission, no one came back.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
It's almost like Kundalini. He just kind of floats over the air. Yeah.
Maybe those angel wings are appropriate and he's not coming back.
BJ, you've got to tag people, boo. We've got to find out when Troy is coming back. Thank you. That's your mission, my love.
All right, one other quick announcement from the Moultrie Diner, who sponsors all of our nonprofit stuff.
Pete took his mom to Mother's Day there.
I love that place. I'm going Saturday.
That's great.
I'm going to the Anastasia Diner, though, the original before the new one. But tomorrow's West King Wednesday.
Yes.
So right after you listen to this show or on the way to West King Wednesday, make sure you go to West King Wednesday while listening to this. And it's International Day of Families.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but it's tomorrow.
Okay. Do you know why West King Wednesday is really special this week?
Davey Hartzel is performing.
No, that's on Saturday, and I will tell you about that in just a second. But no, West King Wednesday, because they're doing a big bike initiative out there at the Bog Brewery.
Awesome.
So check that out. If you're a big biker out there and you are super passionate about it, it's something you should definitely check out because they're a great group of individuals, St. Augustine Bike, and they're doing a great mission to try to create some great trails, and they've come a long way. So proud of them, and yeah, go check out Bog.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that. What are you doing Saturday? I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued.
You didn't
I did
hear.
not see your name on the marquee at the amphitheater, so I know it's not
it's
there.
not amphitheater, but it is Francis Field. It's the 90s Fest is on Saturday.
Okay, cool.
I have the extraordinary opportunity of introducing Grammy Award winner and legend of my life is Paula Cole. She is an incredible musician. And Pete is co-MC. Obviously, he's doing majority of the task over there because I'm also VIP concierge at the VIP tent because I needed air conditioning. But I
Is that being provided by Powell Heating and Air Conditioning? Just asking.
That is definitely probably, I would say, I have no idea, an option.
As far as this show goes, that's
That's all we care about,
we're
right?
going with.
That's who
Yes.
it should be.
Change your filter every month. That was what I know from them.
Yes.
But yeah, I get to introduce Paula Cole. You guys have no
That is
idea
so
how special
amazing.
this is to me.
Well, you have an autograph vinyl, don't you?
Yes, I do. I was one of the original ones that bought her new album, and she signed it because I kind of did a Instagram stalk, and I was like, "You're coming to 90s Fest! I'm so pumped!" And
Who is Paula Cole?
They surprised me on the afternoon show, which you don't watch, unfortunately,
I
because
watched
it's such
Working.
such an incredible
Working.
such an incredible show. Can watch it anytime. We have an app. And they surprised me at the end. They were like, "Yeah, you and Pete are going to be on stage at the same time, or sharing responsibilities at the 90s Fest." And I went, "What?" And she goes, "You're going to introduce Paula Cole." And I
so cool.
lost my mind. Oh man, I'm so
so
pumped.
cool.
This is going to be great. She sang "Where Have All the Cowboys Gone?" She also did the theme song to Dawson's Creek. I mean, those are the things that people know.
Yeah.
But I know,
Was
like,
Dawson Creek, was that on Broadway?
no.
I'm just
What are you
kidding.
doing to me?
I mean,
Because you guys are 90s kids.
It could-
and in the 90s, I was
honestly,
busy raising kids. I
this
didn't
was
have
the
time
best.
to watch
Yeah,
Dawson's
they were too
Creek and all
young.
this
They
stuff.
were too young to watch
Were they?
Dawson's Creek
Yeah.
when Dawson's Creek was.
what were they
I was in high
watching? Like
school.
Rugrats, probably.
I was
right?
in high school. Oh, probably not even Rugrats at that
Really?
point.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, Dawson's Creek. I loved Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
What was the theme song?
I don't want to wait.
Oh, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait.
I, who were the actors?
James
Pacey.
Vanderbeek.
Yeah.
Joshua Jackson.
There we go.
Katie Holmes,
Love you.
Michelle Williams. There's that annoying girl I don't like that had the talk show that quit. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
that one. We all know
Obviously
who that is.
insignificant, and she doesn't have eyeshadow
Busy
like you. Yeah.
Phillips.
Oh,
Busy Phillips
yeah,
was in
Busy
it, I
Bee.
think.
I
Wasn't
will
she?
tell you, I helped Katie Holmes once at Banana
Yeah.
Republic in Somerset in Detroit, Michigan. She was very nice. I didn't realize that she had a lazy eye.
Yes.
I didn't realize that, and so that was surprising for me. And as a
Yeah.
young twink at
Yes.
the time, I was like, "Oh, girl, we don't see eye to eye on this dress."
That's great. great.
She was cool with it. That's good.
I was
We're
very
totally fans.
Joshua Jackson. I was Joshua Jackson. I was Pacey.
Oh, all the
Team
way?
Pacey.
Really?
Yes.
Not Vanderbeek.
Not Vanderbeek. Although
are you a
he's
Varsity
a very
Blues girl?
prolific husband and father at this point.
Totally.
He has so many children right now.
Totally.
Yeah, and he and his
Which
wife
reminds me of Townsend. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like that he and Vanderbeek would get along very well in this situation.
That's an interesting pairing.
I
It's
feel
a
like
very
they get
interesting
it.
pair.
They would get it.
Oh,
They're
my
into
God.
fatherhood.
Yeah.
So who-
100% dad, Ben.
Who is putting on 90s Fest?
Ancient
Since
City,
I don't watch your show.
Ancient City Entertainment, which is Janetta and AJ. They're amazing. Ceballero. They also own Shayla Moore in town. They are legendary festival human beings. They also do the Blue Crab Festival and helped revitalize Palaka, put like some good old music stank on the name. Like they do amazing things in town, and they are, yeah. And I love it because interviewing Janetta over the years, you could see that I can see the little girl in her eyes with like the dream of climbing and the dream of actually breaking into the music industry. I mean, she is Ramona and the Riot. They're a famous band in town. And I feel like she just knows how to shatter that glass ceiling, which is so rewarding every time I interview her. So yeah, they do 90s Fest. This is a big one. This is more of like a Lilith Fair theme. Do you know what that is? It was supposed to in the 90s.
So cute.
Again, no.
Bless you, Mike.
I'm lost.
God bless-
I'm lost.
But you can,
I'm learning so much today.
you can use a hammer and power drills, and I can't. I'm weak. But so the Lilith Fair
I
was
could
sort
build
of
the fort with just toothpicks.
Exactly, it's amazing. I mean, that is such a talent. My God, I have no Boy Scout patches.
I don't either.
And neither does anybody else out there, according to what I've
Not
learned
anymore.
pre-show. Yeah, it's over. But no, they're
fun while it
legendary
lasted
human
for the
beings,
100
and
years.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Lowdown 90s Fest. I get to introduce Paula Cole. It's gonna happen. I think it's around like 5-ish.
Are you inviting her to dinner afterwards?
Dude, I got to get ready for spin the next morning. So
Are you inviting? You're going to let Paula Cole go to dinner without you on Saturday night.
I'm sorry,
Because of
Paula.
spin.
That's how important Sunday school spin is.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Chief Michaud. I've got some of the SWAT team. I got teachers. I got breast cancer survivors. I am not messing that up ever.
Would you invite Paula Cole to Sunday morning
100%,
spin? Okay,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
maybe you should do that.
I will definitely invite her
Okay.
to spin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she could handle it, but well, it's real.
out.
Sunday
Challenge
Sunday
to-
morning is you don't mess around on that
What
class.
time Sunday morning?
8:15, and it goes to 9:15.
So you guys do it right before lunch on Sunday.
Yeah. So that we
Okay.
all will be able to go to brunch without guilt. That's
No,
what
I
that's
said
like.
lunch because
Oh.
in my world that's like lunchtime. 15. Oh gosh, of course bedtime's at 4 p.m. So don't judge me.
No, I'm not. Yeah, 9's 9 sharp.
So I want your opinion. You're a New York guy,
Ish.
so ish. You've been there. You want to. So there was a story that hit this week in U.S. News. Supposedly, that guy that had an island thing, right?
Yeah.
Has another black book, and they're selling it at an auction. No one knows what names are in it.
No way.
So
You better fact check this one.
I read the story.
Is this AI?
No, I read the story and I was like, this is a brilliant way to fleece people. I mean, it's an election year.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
We can't tell you what names are in it, but
Oh.
we're going to sell it.
Mike Davis.
And then they have an auction for it. So you have people that know they're in it that want to buy it. So it won't get released, or hope they're not in it and want to buy it so they don't get released. And then you have the media who wants it because they want to release all the names. I don't know who this criminal mind is, but it's sheer genius to do
Okay,
this.
I think there are people in the media that want to buy it because their names are in the book and they don't want it released. So I don't know that everyone in the media wants to release it. But is this a Joe Biden fundraiser? I think
Oh,
this
you
is
think
a
it's
scam.
like a clandestine mission? Under, like we're still riding on the waves of this narrative?
I don't know, but then they name a bunch of people, and I'm not going to name the people, right? Because I think that would be inappropriate to
Oh, why? Because the first
No,
one is who you
no.
expect it to be. Oh,
Look-
come on.
Look at some of these other ones on here. I'm not even going to name some of the other people
yeah.
that are on here, right? I'm just not going to.
Oh, why even bother with that one?
Well,
Ugh.
I know, but you have this name too. That's a political
That
name too.
is something,
right?
yeah,
So,
okay.
but in my mind,
Tree hugger.
they name. There's not a single person on here that can't write a multi-million-dollar check for that book. It's almost.
Maybe this one's under a little bit of wraps here.
I mean, when you look at this, you're like, are you kidding me? I mean, everybody
They
on
didn't
this list.
invite me to the name
It's
party.
You're
almost,
right.
it's
You're
almost
right.
like they're like, hey, These names are reported to be in here, and every one of these names can write $100 million check.
Please.
Yes.
Oh, please. She can't do anything. Yeah. It's all tied
Who
up,
are these names?
No,
I can't see this.
I'll show you. I'll show you, but I'm not going to read them.
Sorry, we're not reading those names. It's
No,
not
we're
even
not.
worth it. I mean, seriously.
It's just ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't know for sure that that's it.
It's
I'm
real
not going to sully
dopey.
somebody.
Like the
but-
dopiest names. You can think of Smurfette. Like she's on that list. Like
Yes.
she's stupid.
Yep.
Okay. Well, there's that
Do you
story.
not see the connection to money in this article? It's almost like they got U.S. News to print a brochure for them to help sell it.
Did they just copy and paste people out of the Fortune 500?
I don't know.
Like the lower, like or the
Yeah.
midsection,
know.
so no one
Yeah.
would realize that. Yeah, I totally
so
give
they
you
wouldn't
that.
be super suspicious. We're just going to do like 27 to
Yeah.
like 32.
Like the midsection.
That
yeah.
article guaranteed them at least 2 more zeros before the number in front of the zeros.
What a mess.
Yeah. But I looked up when I first read the story, I'm like, well, is there anything here? And I said, yeah, what's here is somebody trying to get a big check from someone.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, I was like, there's no way that's.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Are we done with this story, or is this always going to be resurfacing?
And you know where
Until
you know
they
they're going to make
release
like
it.
some mini series.
do you know where they're holding this auction?
Christie's.
Inside Al Capone's vault.
Really? Where Geraldo couldn't
Yes, there you go. There you go. That's where they're holding it. Inside
Geraldo
Al
Rivera.
Capone's vault.
That's
Bless
so funny.
him.
I
If you're single,
know.
call me.
Your most famous moment ever is not finding anything.
Isn't
you
his
remember
second
that?
most
Oh, I
famous
remember.
reveal that he got butt fat injected in his face?
Did he
Isn't
really?
that his second that was like a
Why do
story
I
in the
miss
90s.
that moment?
That was
Yeah.
a story in the 90s, so I remember that before he was even on Fox News,
Oh my
before
God.
I knew Fox News
and
was
now
a thing.
he's Cardi B.
Right? I'm going to look it up.
You look it up.
I remember
Are
that.
you slightly ready for our next topic? Because we got a test for Davey.
Okay. Oh God.
We have a test for
Okay,
Davey.
I'll do my best.
No, you're going to do great. So I find this article, Astrological Signs Ranked by Who is the Most Difficult to Love.
Oh, me.
Now, I don't know.
Because you got to come correct.
Davey is not one of the 12 that they came up with. Me is also not one of the 12 that they came up with. Nice try.
What was your question last night? It was like, who was the most handsome actor? I was like, me.
I saw that. I was like, I think I was, by the time it posted, I was 6 questions down the line.
Yeah, you were like, I have no idea what he's
was
talking about. I'm like, I'm not even going to bother.
Did he just
Yeah.
me himself too?
All right, so here we go. Signs.
Okay. So astrological signs. Which one do you think, according to this person, whoever this person might be,
This gives me nothing.
I have no idea, right? The most difficult astrological sign to fall in love with or to love. This is tough for you.
I mean, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm going to say for me personally is a Taurus.
for you. So Taurus is number 9 on the list,
Okay.
ranked in the easiest to love.
No way. They're so freaking stubborn. I'm sorry.
Num-
Virgos
number-
break my heart.
Number 2 is Scorpio. That's difficult on number 2.
I don't
Look
care.
in the
Go ahead.
mirror,
I should be
Davey.
difficult.
Look in the mirror.
I'm not a blade of grass. I'm a wildflower. I should be difficult.
Wait,
Which
who
one did you say was the most difficult?
Virgo?
That is number 1 on this. So
they break
apparently
my heart
you know
every time.
something.
Every time they shatter me.
So it's Virgo, Scorpio. You want to take another guess at most difficult?
Sure. I'm going to go Leo.
Leo's number 7 on the list, and the normal range.
Saggies are lovers. They're probably number 10.
Saggies are number 3.
Get out.
Sagittarius is number 3.
bogus
So wait,
list.
tell me again the top 2 hardest to love?
Virgo and Scorpio.
All right, that's
So
interesting.
wrong. We're lovers. You either
Okay.
love us or hate us. We're nothing in between. Gemini should be on there. They're the two-faced.
Gemini's number 6.
Oh, please.
They're right in the middle,
Where's
Davey.
Pete? Pisces.
Pisces is number 11.
Oh, easy to love.
Pete is the
Sure.
easiest to love. You
Oh.
just can't hug him.
You missed his
You
rant.
just can't hug him.
I can tell by your conversation tonight. You missed his rant this morning.
What was his rant this morning?
It's a big one. It's about
Spicy?
It's about the carousel. It
Oh,
was
my word.
probably the biggest
I
rant.
want the carousel.
He spent 30 minutes ranting, and I'm sitting there sweating. I'm like trying to get through it and trying to you know
I'm
me,
going- I
positive
gotta go back
panda,
and watch that.
Positive possum over here trying to figure it out. Oh,
Where
Troy,
are the
hurry
Libras?
up!
Is it coming back? Is it coming
Yeah.
back? Yes, Pete Melfi!
He agreed. I got it out of him. He agreed to go down for for some pictures.
I would pay money
Oh
to a charitable cause And maybe we should do this.
Dave Hartzel.
Maybe we should raise money for a charitable cause. Pete can pick the charitable cause.
Okay.
But if we were to raise like $2,000, Pete has to do the ribbon cutting.
He won't do that.
Pete has to. If we can raise for Jimmy Jam, if we can raise money for Jimmy Jam.
No, there's no way they'll let him do it.
Van Strange. Van Strange will do it.
I mean, he'll do it. Like, maybe we'll do our own ribbon cutting. How about that? But there's no way. Like, he really like. Well, I got to do some PR.
You need to ask him in the morning if we can raise money and raise a certain dollar amount.
He'll do it.
Would he do the ribbon cutting?
It won't be like an official city moment, though. Like they won't, because he.
Oh, we can arrange lots of things to embarrass Pete Melfi. Do you know how many city officials would love to see Pete Melfi eat crow?
No, yes, I do. I hear about them all the time. Oh, he's so good. He is a man of change.
Yes. So he ranted and raved about the carousel. Is it going back in the same location?
It's going back in the same location. It is made in China. And it's the truth. The guy is from Jacksonville, Riverside, that wants this to happen. And he's talking about sustainability of the longevity of his family is going to keep this alive. The funny part is, the lights.
It's the best carousel.
It's the best
carousel
you've ever seen. It's going to be
Some people are saying it's the most famous carousel ever. The horses are so much. They all were in the Kentucky Derby.
You don't even
They're
feel
amazing.
like you're riding. It's wonderful. One horse's name is Stormy. The LED lights have to. The city said that it has to be a light yellow color, like a urine color.
Well, don't put Pete in charge, or don't put Troy in charge of the lights because they'll change.
They can't see. God. Colorblind. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so we've got a hot mess on our hands, you guys.
The warm white.
8 weeks.
Warm white LEDs.
Where were you? Don't you have some sort of say
In
here?
the morning, I'm working.
It is true, everybody.
In the morning,
His
I'm
truck
working.
is here before we even get here. So I will say, yeah, he is here.
I mean, last week you asked me to smile. I'm like, it's the middle of the day. I'm still fighting people.
He's pulling out of the parking lot here, and you know me with my mouth,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why can't you smile? And he was like, I'm busy.
I ain't got time to smile. Do you remember the scene in Predator when
Yes.
one of the guys looks
know
at
what you
Jesse
mean.
the body and he says, "You're bleeding. I ain't got time to bleed. I ain't got time to smile,
That's
Davey."
exactly what you look like. You were ready on a
Got
man on a
time to
mission.
smile.
Construction.
All right. Would you like to guess the bottom four, the easiest four to love? Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Aquarius are at the top.
Amanda,
right
help me here.
Well,
I'm gonna. Well, we already know Pisces is down
Pisces
there.
is 10.
11.
11? Okay,
Yep.
Pisces is 11.
Mm-hmm.
Saggy.
He
is-
hasn't mentioned Libras yet. I'm a Libra.
No, he did. Aren't you second? Aren't you the second?
No, Libra is
Virgo.
Libra. Virgo's 1.
Okay, got it.
Scorpio's 2.
Libra. Ugh.
Libra's 10.
Another one of mine.
Easiest. The easiest
I'm a
one.
Libra.
The easiest one to love, Davey. Cancer.
Aw.
Oh. Well, I don't have very many cancers in my
Also
life.
will kill you.
When is Cancer?
I don't know. I
Also
can look
will
it up.
kill you. True story.
the,
Don't have sugar.
It's the middle of July.
Is it?
Beginning of July, the end of
So
July.
we're
Is that
moving into
you?
Cancer season.
That is me. That is me. That's the whole reason I did this story, is to get to the very end and tell you I'm the most lovable.
So curious. I'm like, is this the only gay story you could pull out of his repertoire?
In a completely unrelated list of astrological signs, would you like to guess the 4 signs that are most likely to be a serial killer?
Oh, right.
Cancer.
Scorpio number 1.
Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini,
Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Now accepting the award. Thank you very much. Love your hair. Hope you win. Yeah.
That's because we've been rejected. as Cancers.
40% of all serial killers
Yes.
fall in Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius, or Scorpio. 40% of all serial
40%.
of all serial killers. Yeah.
Sorry. We look real cute in
You know,
prison.
that's really
Orange
not
is the new
okay,
black.
I'm doing the math in this. That's a third of the signs. So you're telling me 40% is equal to a third of the total signs.
You asked me to come on this
It's not
show.
that far off. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
next you're going to tell me there's never been a serial killer who taught a spin class. That's the next thing you're going to tell me.
That would be interesting.
Fact check true.
Honestly, according to Schitt's Creek, David on Schitt's Creek, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the famous line about the spin coach? Have you
Oh,
heard?
I don't know.
Oh, I'll have to send it to you.
Okay.
It's like, I have no idea what I need to come back with, but I need to either be the devil or a spin coach. Yeah.
That's funny.
I am here.
That's great.
Your pain is turning into power on that bike.
All right.
That is too funny.
Ask Solomon Services. They'll agree with me.
We don't do a lot of bicycle riding at the Solomon.
You don't do a lot of cardio?
No, we do a lot of cardio, just not
Bicycles.
bicycle riding.
Just wait. I could take you to the next level. Find me a spot in Solomon. I'll do it. Let's do it.
I will see what I can do for you. Evening spin classes at Solomon Service.
But you and Darcy have to be there with her, and she
I
has to
still
give cookies
think-
at the end.
I still think
I feel like Planet Fitness and their pizza day.
Did you hear about this, Mike?
Oh,
Planet
No.
Fitness has Pizza Day.
yes.
Tell him.
Yeah. Planet Fitness has pizza day where they serve pizza inside the gym.
Sounds heavenly.
They truly want what's best for you guys.
Yeah, but truly.
Do you know why they do that?
To guarantee their success.
Yes, to guarantee their success.
And
yes.
to ruin everybody else's.
They need it.
I hope it's with
They got
everything extra cheese and the crust is even loaded with cheese.
I
Yes.
have
Yeah.
pulled
And
up
I hope it comes from Carmelo's.
I have pulled up an article. Geraldo Rivera did, in fact, on national television, have fat from his buttocks removed and implanted into his forehead.
In his forehead.
He
Why
is
would you want a meaty
a butthead.
forehead? Oh. Nice pun. Nice.
What was the pun again? I missed. I
He
was
is a
thinking-
butthead.
He's a butthead.
Yeah, I was trying to think about the fact that he finally had his brains
This
relocated
happened,
to where they should be.
this
but
happened a very long time ago. So I'm guessing it was before Botox and he was trying to plump up the lines in his forehead. That's my guess.
This is definitely before Botox,
Yes.
apparently. Wow.
No thanks.
Because then it went to whale sperm, apparently. I mean, that's another. Well, it's a freezant. It's a freezant.
That's better than Sandra Bullock's circumcision cream.
That's
Ugh,
another one. Well,
that's
it's very
terrible.
moist.
Foreskin
What?
cream.
What?
The rich and famous are taking the foreskins of babies and using it in serums for wrinkles.
It is not. It's just confused with seaweed extract.
That's not what Sandra Bullock said on Ellen DeGeneres' show.
She was being coy.
I'll pull up the clip.
Speaking of coy, did you
Please
see?
don't.
Did anybody
Please don't.
see? Did anybody see the roast?
That's two people I don't need. The
Of Tom Brady?
Yes.
Oh, it was so good.
I have not watched the whole thing. Have you watched the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing.
Is it out on Netflix now?
It's worth like every morsel. It's so good. Yeah. The only thing is, what I'm mad about Netflix is because they took the booing out of Kim Kardashian's moment. Apparently, there's this like whole like thunderous boo when she gets up there.
I saw clips of that.
They
took
weren't
it
saying
out.
boo. They were saying boobs.
Oh, good. That'll actually make her
That's
feel
what
way
they
better.
were
You
saying.
just saved Kim Kardashian right there. First time in your career. Get a picture of that. Nice. But it's awesome.
I'm not saving Taylor Swift though. She's on her own, Davey.
No, she doesn't need any saving.
on
Oh
her
my goodness.
87th show, Travis Kelce attended.
Somebody
great.
said she made a comment and lost 5 million followers out of her 25 billion.
I don't know.
Oh, and that's like a pimple on a boy's ass. I'm sorry.
Then they told me the 5 million. I kind of shrugged.
Well,
like,
there's also this movement going around with celebrities that aren't really kind of siding with the war right now. And if they aren't making a statement or making some sort of stance, then there are people that are unfollowing them as a protest. As a
And
form
who
of protest.
cares?
Yeah.
Who cares what a celebrity has to say about world events?
Kind of true.
They're there to give you an escape.
It's just
from
an
the
entertainment.
world.
I agree
an
with you, Amanda,
entertainer is
for
there
once.
to help you escape the trauma of the world. So let them be. Let
Let
them have
them
their
be.
private opinions about what's
True.
going on. And let them dance and sing and entertain you.
They
Just shut up.
can't do the things that we have the freedom on the Mike Davis show to be able to do. They can't.
Yeah,
they
they
can't
can't.
talk like we can.
No.
Because it literally is a ripple effect on their entire career.
Well,
and
it's-
it's how they make money. I mean, that's how
Michael
they
Jordan's famous quote was, "I don't speak on politics because Republicans buy shoes too."
Right, true.
Like half the country believes one thing and the other half believes the other thing roughly.
I think
The earth is round.
you have both
I
sides trying to cancel people and businesses. So if a business comes out and takes a stand one way or the other, one side or the other is going to say, I'm not going to support you.
Yeah. Look
The
what happened
smart-
to Lululemon.
The smartest thing. What happened to Lululemon?
Well, they won't make clothes for large women, and that was a giant movement on canceling Lululemon because they refused to make a specific size range in their athletic wear. They're like, that's just not our brand. It's not our silhouette. It's just not who we are. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. And then
Boy, silhouette's a cheap
that
shot.
was
That's a cheap shot, Davey.
I'm saying.
Such
I
a
can
cheap
speak
shot, Davey.
aesthetic. What would you rather me say there?
Well,
Insert here.
Aeropostale was one of them that, like, wasn't
Aeropostale,
Aeropostale?
yeah, you're
they
right.
would hire models to work front of house, and if you were an uggo, then they'd put you in the back folding clothes.
I mean, you weren't
Like,
hot if you
yeah.
didn't work at Abercrombie. I'm sorry. Aeropostale was like the
Abercrombie.
outlet of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, like, it's nothing new.
Yeah.
I mean, this idea that everyone has to cater to everyone I hate it. Like, just, you can't.
So then talk to me
financially-
about Target's new movement. Target is now scaled back on their Pride collection because this was honestly they had death threats last year. They had like some like light scuffling happening in stores and people tossing some of that stuff. So how do you feel about them scaling back their whole Pride movement and push? And you're not going to offend me. I want to hear what your authentic answer is.
I feel like they're using the backlash from last year as a scapegoat because
I
it
agree with
wasn't
you.
profitable
I
enough
absolutely
for
agree.
them.
I absolutely agree
And
with you.
that way they don't have to be like,
They're not
oh,
that
well,
stupid.
we're
Yeah.
not making money
Right.
from the, like,
100%
if
Amanda.
they were making a ton of money off of the gender bending bathing suits, because that was the thing that, like, bothered me the most.
Right.
If they were making money off that, they would have been like, sorry guys,
Right.
stuff it.
Right.
But they're not making money.
Or we would have
Pardon the pun,
moved it
stuff
online. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or they would have
Well,
made
they
it.
have. So that was
is
the
that what they have?
announcement is
Okay.
that their Pride collection is going to be available online and in stores in select markets based on
It won't
previous
be here, baby.
based on previous years purchasing
Yeah,
patterns. That's
yeah.
what they said. So they're not eliminating it completely. They're scaling it
Well, they
back.
have to because if you know the
See, the
polka dot pink
problem
mo-
with that, though, is they're closing all the Targets in California.
No way.
Well, they're pulling out
They're
I didn't know this.
of New York and California because it's
Crime.
legal to shoplift there.
yeah.
So if it's legal to shoplift and you can go in and get less than $100 worth of stuff or whatever the number is, you can walk back out
thought
and
it
you
was
can have a dozen.
1,000.
It might be 2,000 today in California. I
True.
don't know if it's double shoplifting day or not. So I look at Target, I think Amanda's right, and I think they are using the backlash as kind of cover because they lost money. People quit going to Target. So you went out there and you said, we're going to promote this, and people said, I'm not going in there. To me, Target was not the store to promote that in. It just wasn't.
I agree with you on that, and yeah, they're more of like a general base as opposed to being
Yeah.
such a specific to. I don't know.
Well, I feel like
If I'm going to buy a surfboard, I'm not going to Target. Right?
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah, right.
Surfing is a huge community, but Target does not serve surfers. There are not surfboards in there. There's not wax in there. I got to go to a specific shop.
Right now, they're serving to
get
pickleball community. So you could be a
Are
season,
they
Mike.
really?
Yeah, I know Barbara Jean's so mad when I wear Prince on the show, but Prince, the tennis company, has done like a collection at Target. It looks so cute. But you can't, yeah, I mean, it's now pickleball themed. But surfing could be a season at Target, and then they have like, what's a surfing company that he would love? I don't know, like, you know.
Ron John, I don't know.
O'Reilly Surf Shop.
Rip
yeah,
Curl,
Rip
you've
Curl,
got Quicksilver,
Rip Curl
you got
boards,
all of that
yeah.
stuff. Right?
Made with
But
like the.
what I'm trying to say is there's lots of things
Ivory.
that are bigger impact in society that people buy
Yeah.
that aren't in Target, and you were marketing towards a very small segment, and it was what you were marketing to was going to offend a very large group that goes to your stores. You asked for them to get upset with you and say, I'm not going to shop there. The same is true of Bud Light, who's I think they're off 28%.
Bro, they've never recovered from
No, they have not recovered.
Because they're eminently replaceable. It's a light beer.
I don't think anybody realized that. But you
Yeah.
were like the king, the stentorian king for years.
Well,
of light
it was
beer.
just pattern recognition. People were just grabbing it because it was familiar and everybody.
True,
it was
true.
unoffensive to the most.
My dad liked Natty
people.
Light, so like we weren't a
And
Bud
so-
Light family.
Yeah.
Person they put in charge of it didn't understand the product that she was in charge of.
Well, she
And
actively hated them.
definitely did not understand the people who were buying it.
True.
You have to
I will say
understand
on my
your
we
market.
buy a lot of Bud Light though in the gay community. Like that is another staple, which was
But-
the driving force behind
So
this.
it wasn't just the
I don't drink that
the
shit, but-
marketing campaign and the the partnering with that particular person. When people did research into who the executive was, that was the spearhead of that marketing campaign, and then the Zoom call came out with what she said.
Oh, I didn't know this. You
Oh,
sent me
it got
this.
deep.
She was like,
Davey.
I got hired because it was a dying brand with a bunch of fratty, out of touch customers, and so I was brought in to change that.
No, that's Coors
And
Light,
so,
boo.
yeah, so she actively insulted everyone that bought Bud Light.
Interesting.
And we don't want them. We want to go for a new market, and that's what I was brought in to do. And so Bud Light never
Wow, she
apologized.
really went for the unicorn.
Oh,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
So
Not
she,
protecting the unicorn.
She just got put on leave. She was put on leave. She wasn't fired. She was never made to apologize, or my words are taken out of context. I'm so sorry for. She never did that. They never apologized, and so everyone was like pound sand.
Interesting.
It would literally, and I'll use surfing again, right? It'd be having a surfing executive coming out and saying, "Now we are now designing surfboards to go down sand dunes. We're not going to design surfboards to go down a wave anymore because we think inland sand dune surfing is the way to go."
Did we have that in the 90s? I feel like
We
had,
did have that.
We had
Yeah.
Pogo Ball. We had a lot of crazy toys. in the
But
90s.
you used a used surfboard to do it. Apparently, the sand really tears up the bottom of the
Imagine
surfboard
that.
over time.
get your
But no,
sex
you
waxed,
just you
yeah.
can't. Yeah, it'd be like saying we're now gonna, as a water polo industry, we're no longer gonna make things that float. Right? I mean, you have to think about what your market is. You have to think about
Yeah.
who buys your product.
Well, Dick's Sporting Goods came out a couple of years ago, and they're like, we're no longer going to sell the GUN things that if I say we'll get, Shadow Man.
Yeah,
on Facebook.
nice. You had me
You're
worried
not,
here.
You're not allowed. We're
Don't
not going
worry,
to
I
sell
have a
those.
blue check on my name. We'll be fine. Let me type something in comments right now. We're fine.
So, you're a sporting goods company, and you're going to just completely alienate, a huge portion of your customer base.
I've never seen the rundown on their numbers. No one's ever said anything, but I
Yeah.
guarantee you there were certain segment of the market that just said, okay,
Yeah.
if that's the way you want to be, I will go shop somewhere else. There's
Yeah.
plenty of other places I can go buy things.
And that's what
I
happened.
might have been one of that segment of the market that said, I will just go buy something somewhere else.
I helped Mrs. Dick in the jewelry store. I mean, what was her name? Dick Sporting Goods. Who owned that?
She wanted an AK. She wanted an AK pendant,
She
right?
was an older lady, and she was very fierce. It wasn't like I couldn't pop jokes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you can have
yeah.
a vibe with somebody. She was she was down to business.
Kind of
yeah.
like working with Pete when he's talking about the
Carousel.
the
Yes.
carousel.
Oh, don't make me
Boy,
sweat.
was she practiced for you. All
Dick Sporting Goods. Who owned? Come on, Bobby. Where are you?
right.
Mr. Dick.
You also
The
had a
Stack
story.
family. Yes.
Mrs. Stack.
Yes, Mrs. Stack.
Was she stacked?
Eileen? I think that was her name.
Was Eileen
It's coming
stacked?
back to me now. Yeah. Okay. It was fierce.
Did Dave? Great comment, Davey. By the way, I understand every consonant that you typed.
Isn't that nice?
Yes, I love it. You also had a story yesterday about the astrological signs not being where they are when they were originated.
Yes.
Is that rising moon, sun signs? Yeah.
So it's
Trying to explain this to Pete
it's going
earlier.
to make everybody mad.
Oh, great.
Well, so
Well, there goes our audience.
astrological signs were settled 2,000 years ago or something ridiculous, and the stars move. And so they're not, so if you're born in the time of October that I'm born in, and you're a Libra, Libra is not where it was when it was designated 2,000 years ago.
Oh.
So
I'm going to tell you right now, I align with Scorpio. There's no other sign.
they've all
You've
shifted
read the
by
traits, you've memorized them, and you are them.
Definitely fire, yeah.
So at
Water,
this
actually. I'm a
point-
water sign.
At this point, they've shifted by a month. So everyone's wrong on their astrological signs.
That would explain why everyone's mixed up today. Right there. That explains the entire thing. They're identifying
Thank
with
you,
the wrong
Amanda,
sign.
for world peace
So-
right
Yes.
here. One shot. Please
we
get
solved
a
it.
zoom in.
So if you believe you're an Aquarius, you were actually born under Capricorn. And
Barbara Jean's very upset right now. You couldn't do this to her. She's Aquarius, tried and true.
So if you're
Sorry.
born under Cancer, where are you? Leo?
I
know what's in front of me
Where
because
am
my
I
brother's a
then?
Leo, but I don't know.
Hold on.
Amanda, you
Okay.
always do this. You always pop a can of worms.
She's very good at this.
very good at this.
She enjoys this.
I'm sorry, everybody.
No, stop
You're
apologizing
not
for your
sorry.
existence.
You're going to
We
go
need
home.
you
Louis,
saved
look
by
what I did
grace.
today.
Yeah.
I wrecked astrology for millions of people.
All right, so here's where they actually are now.
All right.
Pisces is March 11th to April 18th. Aries is April 18th to May 13th. Taurus is May 13th to June 21st. Gemini is June 21st to July 20th. Cancer's
I'm a Gemini.
Cancer's July
Two-faced.
20th to August 10th. Leo is August 10th to September 16th. Virgo is September 16th to October 30th. So I'm a Virgo,
Me too. That's so rude.
right? Libra is October 30th to November 23rd.
Fact check.
Scorpio is November 23rd to November 29th.
Oh, those people don't even exist. Please.
I've never heard of this one. Ophiuchus is November 29th to
What
December.
the hippy dippy crap are you looking at over there?
November
What
20
website is that? Play what?
ABC, it's ABC News.
Oh,
November
please.
29th
You
to
can't
December
trust those
17th.
people.
Disney, get out of here,
And
girlfriend.
Sagittarius is December 17th to January 20th.
You're in the process
Might
of
as well go on a
ruining.
date with Anderson Cooper. This is ridiculous.
I told you, everyone is going to
Did
be
Don
mad at
Lemon
me.
write that story?
So the reason I heard about this and I talked to Mike about this is because I was watching reels and I fell down a rabbit hole with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about this and like what we think we know about the stars, and the most common things that we think we know about the stars are wrong, and part of what he was talking about was the astrological signs have moved, and so everyone like reads their star sign and their horoscope and they're all off by a month.
Well, Neil deGrasse needs a.
I haven't liked him since he took Pluto away, so I'm just saying.
Exactly. Why would we even bother with him?
It's not his. It's not
Wait a
his
minute.
science.
Disney
though. He
gave
was just
Pluto up?
Yeah, basically.
Disney gave Pluto up?
Basically.
Not like he had been in a lot of things and had a lot of speaking roles, but I'm just saying.
That's one of Troy's favorites.
Of course it is. Right
Yeah.
along with Yosemite Sam, who is
Yep.
tattooed on his body.
Somewhere only you know.
Allegedly.
Only you know.
I don't know. If he takes off
You
his
and
shirt,
Pete are the only one that knows.
if you take off his shirt, you can see.
Well, he did on the morning show. We did have a.
I promise
we had
all
a
of
Ricky
our
Martin
viewers,
moment.
I will not take off Troy's shirt.
Before he left for Vegas, we did have a Ricky Martin Troy moment where he was
Yeah.
he buttoned all the way down here, and we could see I guess the boys are tattooed right here on the chest. Yeah.
Interesting.
Is that so that if he got lost in Vegas or lost his memory, you guys could identify him?
I forget why he did that, but yeah, he really went for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You had love advice.
Oh man, do we ever?
You had love advice. We've got about 12 minutes.
Okay, cool.
So let's see if we can ruin someone's life.
So you
We've already
don't.
ripped their astrological
So
signs
you
away from
don't
them.
want me to talk about Judge Judy sues National Enquirer for
Davey,
defamation?
you go where you want to.
Okay.
This is your day. This is your moment on this show, Davey. Unlike the morning show
Why do
where
you
you
have a
don't
look
get
on
to
your
do
face like this is a
anything.
I mean,
trap?
I have to stick to my script in the morning show. That's true. But
Not here, Davey. You can do whatever
I do
you
have
want.
some really good relationship, right? Let's go that angle because it is important, and I do know that people love it. So yeah, we'll go here.
I'm gonna have to change the title.
Oh, why did you do Judge Judy?
No, Mike had a different story he said he wanted to talk about, and I
Which one?
I teased you.
I have that
teased you in
one.
the title.
I like when you do it. What is
Is
it?
this the Polycules?
Yes.
Oh, the Polycules. Davey, do you know what a polycule is?
I feel like it's a smaller molecule.
You're wrong.
Is that like a fissure?
No, are you being silly and facetious?
No, I really have no idea.
Do you have no idea what a polycule is?
No, I feel happy that I don't. For once. Yeah.
You are when I tell you what a polycule is. This is from, it was a story, the Federalist reported on it from the New York Times. New York Times Magazine released a long profile on lessons from a 20-person polycule. How they set boundaries, navigate jealousy, wingman their spouses, and foster community.
20 people. Just tell me you can't afford rent and you're easy.
Is this Waco?
No, but Jonestown
cult.
did come to mind. Different
I'm
cults,
so
yeah.
confused. I'm so lost.
So the word
Think throuple
polycule
times.
times 7.
Oh my goodness,
Almost.
you guys!
Yeah,
that's a
21.
lot of
I
hopping on lily pads. Come on, take a shower.
The word polycule is a synthesis
proved
of
that Mike knows what a throuple
polyamory
is, too.
engaging in multiple romantic relationships, and molecule. It seems to have started catching on around 15 years
never.
ago to,
You guys,
to suggest
ew.
an intricate structure formed of people with overlapping, deep attachments, romantic, sexual, sensual,
Something's
platonic.
overlapping.
Oh my God, there's so much flesh. There's no exfoliant. Like, no, thank you. Ugh.
You don't know if they exfoliate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, ew, why would you ever? What were you doing?
How
like,
much
what
dust
happened?
is in your house?
What happened in your life that
know,
you
where'd
need to
you-
just roll on 20 people like it's no
Show
big
me
deal?
on the doll who
Please.
hurt you.
Like, yeah, what happened here?
So, I mean, how do you make the jump from like 3 to 20? You're like, well, 3 is just not enough. I'm just not satisfied. 4 is not enough. And then you go, well, can we do 20? Oh, yeah, that
Therapy.
sounds good. Yeah, sure, why not?
It's like
This
a hot
is
dog in
mental
a
health.
hallway.
This is therapy. You need therapy.
Seriously, and holy water.
You don't need another boyfriend or girlfriend. You need therapy. That's what you
Read
need.
a book. God.
A podcast. Something.
Yes, watch our movie. Has anybody seen our movie? Has anybody watched the movie?
I
yet?
love the movie.
I'm actually, Amanda, I'm getting a lot of great responses.
Yeah.
People love this movie.
This is
I
a great
did
movie.
downplay it. I do need to publicly say I apologize.
What's the movie again I'm supposed to
Women 19 from 1939. It's
Yes.
Joan Crawford. I know I haven't even watched it yet either, but I mean everybody seems to love
It's
it.
an amazing movie. I love
I
it.
know.
Did you watch it, Amanda?
This is her movie.
I've watched it.
Like a million times.
I added it last minute because we made the comment about jungle red nails because Davey had the chrome nails.
She
and
knows
then it landed on
Spanish.
it.
Yeah, she knows it in Spanish too.
I had enough stuff to do this weekend, and now I got to watch that.
I know. Well, apparently it's a winner. People really
so fun.
enjoy this one.
Okay.
It's a fun movie.
You didn't pick like one that was kind of
I didn't
degenerate.
pick a dud.
Something I would pick. Yeah.
So my other movie is a little more degenerate, but it didn't land on that one.
I know. I'm waiting
What is
for
the
one of
degenerate
mine.
movie? Polycules or Us? Is that the one
No.
you picked that you didn't tell us?
I've never heard of this polycule mess. How many? Was it one family that's doing this?
Well, 20 people is like kind of its own movement, right?
This is a thing. This is I hear about
It's like
this.
a pass and serve. You do hear about this.
I hear about
In the
this.
I'm
homeschool
afraid to ask
community?
you where
This
you hear
isn't-
about this because I
no.
know the couple of communities that you're involved in, and none of them check the box where this should be talked about.
No, so like friends of a friend that I'm still like friends with this person on Facebook.
Pull us through.
and she's like the daughter of a friend that I
Okay.
used to have, blah blah blah.
Just say it's not a
Acquaintance.
close acquaintance.
Yes.
Just say that. Let us
So-
help you finish that. Let's help you land this plane.
But I'm like, I'm still friends with her on Facebook, and so I see all of her posts, and she's very into polyamory and is constantly
You
posting
can
stuff,
put
and it's
her-
so concerning.
Do you know that you can put her like on like a minimal level?
I know.
Have you done that yet?
I know.
They don't know.
I know.
She's
she
married
doesn't
with
post
kids
as
teaching
much.
homeschool. This is how she gets
Yeah.
her entertainment.
And so,
it's
like-
either watch entertainment TV or just check out her friend,
Right.
who's just an acquaintance.
Just an acquaintance.
Yes.
I'm also like, I don't know. It feels judgy to be friends with someone but mute them, so I can't see that. So I would rather just. It feels more honest to just unfriend somebody. If you're just not wanting, gonna
no,
wanna
you were
see-
wrong. I'm so
No.
sorry. This is not social media etiquette. You cannot unfriend somebody unless there's a major catastrophe.
So-
you need to mute them. That is the right way to do
So
that.
the biggest question is, are you uncomfortable because you got an invitation?
You're not going to get a blue check.
I did not.
You did not get an invitation.
and I'm fine.
They
with
weren't
that.
at 18 and
I
sent a
do-
note to you and Louie.
I've
We need
seen
2
the
more.
pictures of the multiple proposals.
Oh.
I'm fine not being invited.
To each their own. Honestly, if it works, I have a friend that is in one of those like what do they call throuple relationships,
Throuple.
and apparently it works. It's it's not here. It balances. It works, so that's fine. I mean, is that as long as everybody?
I feel like it's a
I have
very
a question for
short-term
Davey.
arrangement.
If Taylor
what I feel
Swift invited you to a throuple with her and Travis Kelce, yes or no?
100%. I mean, I'd be an absolute idiot. I know how to make a fire without using wood. I'll be fine. I'd be just fine. Yes.
All right, we just had to figure out where the standard was, and now we know. Okay.
Definitely a slut for that one. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, we did hear from this lady. Dear Mike, I'm a 72-year-old female.
Dear Mike, it's Dear Mike.
I love that.
This makes me so nervous.
You should
How old is she
probably
again?
perspire on this. 72-year-old woman.
Okay.
My
Yep.
husband of 40-plus years passed away a few years ago.
Okay.
And
Sorry
we were
for
high
your
school
loss.
sweethearts. They
Yep.
went through the whole thing.
Yep.
Strict Catholic family.
Okay.
And were devoted to their faith the day he passed.
Yes.
However, my husband is the only man man I've been intimate with later in my life, when I was around 35 years old, I started feeling sexually unfulfilled. I stayed in my marriage because of my vows, blah, blah, blah. But now I want to explore. Is it too late for me, or should I be able to have my own freedom?
Well, if you go to the villages, you're going to get one answer.
That's what I was hoping you were going to say.
If you go to the villages, it might not be the answer I would give you,
Right,
but
you
you're
just
going to
gotta-
get a different answer.
You got to get the loofah color right?
There's all kinds of
Right.
listen. I
She does list the things that she wants. I'm going to spare you from that. I don't want to blush too much.
72 years old, loyal to one person your entire life.
Yeah.
Right. You now have and obviously that is a very. I don't think you'll ever get that kind of intimacy again because of how long you knew them and what what you're with. Now, I'm assuming that they had a good relationship. She says it kind of indicates that maybe it was a little rough at times and she wasn't feeling fulfilled. But you're 72 years old. Don't wait too
Maybe
much
it's
longer.
because it wasn't rough at all.
Don't
I mean, kind of true, though. I mean,
put the 50 Shades of Grey away and pay attention to the show.
it's available at the St. John's County Library.
Dear God, if you had put that out in the 1970s in the St. John's County Library, there would have been riots outside the library.
You
By
know
the-
that's right.
Yes, by the men. The women would have been going in the back door to check
I mean,
it
you
out.
are on the, one of the later chapters in your life, right? I mean, you want to be able to jump out the planes and you want to be able to do all those bucket list moments. I just would ask that you be safe and think things through. I mean,
The other thing is don't fall for somebody
find a
who
partner at
if
that
you're
age, though?
financially
That's
safe
hard.
and stable,
yeah.
don't fall for somebody who is dead broke,
Yeah.
has had a job in 25 years,
Right.
who's just good looking, because
But what the
that's
hell does
just
she
like
care?
so
She's
many.
72. She
I
don't
know,
give
but
a-
how many red
yeah.
flags do I need to give you?
Right, true story. I just don't want you to
Just
get anything to make you itch.
Be careful. Be careful out there.
Okay, last one. Here we go. Dear
I
Mike.
feel like I just gave the announcement to Hill Street Blues cops. I'm sending them out. You guys be
Don't
careful.
make me pee.
Be careful
Oh my
out there
God.
today.
Don't make me pee. Dang it. Oh,
I mean,
jeez.
I would say if your faith matters to you, there's not a okay, you've checked these boxes, so now go sin as much as you want.
I mean, I'm going to speak on behalf of the Catholics.
I
There's
would
a lot
say-
of guilt under there.
I
So
would say maybe don't go out and do all of this nonsense. Like read romance novels.
yeah, I kind of
That's-
chew ice cubes, like something. Like you can
Yeah.
figure it out. Yeah.
I think that
Yoga.
faith is a huge part of this,
Yeah.
right? And you have to kind of decide where you want to be
Yeah.
with that. I think obviously, based on what she's told you, she's been very faithful to her husband.
Yep.
And it's been a few years since he's passed, right? So it wasn't like she just ran out at 68 or
I
69.
know, but
and
I'm
said,
saying if your faith matters to you
Mm-hmm.
enough that you stayed faithful to your husband all those years, even though maybe he wasn't the best lawyer in the world, maybe it's not a pass to go and sin your guts out. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with that. A lobster forever.
I agree with that. So what
Yeah.
you're saying is she should find the man that's out there in the world that was married, who's in his late 60s, early 70s,
Does it
to the
work?
same woman for 50 years, who has never cheated on her, and that those two should get married. That is your dream.
I'm saying if you're in love and it's a committed relationship, that keep it biblical. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
that's all I'm saying.
you believe in love. That's lovely.
Don't. So you're not for the free love of the 70s
I'm
at
not-
72.
No, I'm at any age.
Hand her
I'm
your
not.
pamphlet of the Polycules. Maybe that'll be good
She
for
does
her.
not need to go there.
Well, surely there are 20 different options.
That is
yeah.
that's from one extreme to the other. Do not do that.
Well,
Don't
if they
do
give
that.
her what she wants. At least it'll be
Don't-
one
I don't-
time, and
I
she'll be
don't
like,
thi-
"Okay, I'm good."
I don't think she wants that. I think she's curious about that.
I think
Right?
she's
I
curious
think-
about
I
it.
think if
Yeah.
you have
That's true.
been in doing something for your whole life,
Mm-hmm.
because well, what am I missing? I think she would probably find, as Amanda's kind, and as you are commenting on these kind of polycules, just because it's over there doesn't mean it's good for you.
Right, true.
Right?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
because-
going to be the best thing.
Just because the marketing makes it seem like the grass is not always greener.
Right.
That's just the
Water
thing.
your own damn
just
lawn.
because
Yeah.
just because you're fantasizing about something because you haven't had it doesn't mean that it's gonna feel good and you're not going to be ashamed if you engage in the behavior. And I would hate for you to do that after.
After all those years. And
Yeah.
as Davey has intimated, the grass on the other side of the fence might have chinch bugs.
True. That's what I'm nervous about.
Yeah.
Sprinkle in the grass.
All right.
Oh, hot mess.
Can I help you out there, Dave?
I feel like she's emancipated here from her guilt. All right, real quick. My husband, dear Mike. My husband, I love saying that because it's the truth. It's there. My husband has a Tinder profile. Oh, man.
Throw the man out.
I jumped on his computer and checked my grad school email, and dummy wasn't even smart enough to have hidden the evidence. I'm devastated, of course. I kept my cool when the kid went to bed, and I got upset. We talked about it. He was very remorseful, blah, blah, blah. He was upset and reiterated that nothing ever happened. He was just catfishing ladies. We've been married for 15 years, what I thought was happy, and now I just don't know what to do. I mean, I'm not going to leave him. We have kids, but I'm basically asking for help on how can I deal and heal with this in my marriage. I'm upset.
Find a therapist, both of you.
Boom, done, right there, right?
100%
Something's
therapist.
missing there.
There's nothing that the three of us could say to you. You need to go find somebody who's qualified to deal with this because there's issues that he's dealing with that he needs to unwind. There's stuff that you need to unwind with him.
And the picture wasn't even him. Like she goes into the whole catfishing thing, which I'll spare you with, but yeah.
So it sounds like he's feeling insecure or some kind of way and
missing
and
something,
just wants the validation of people online.
True.
And that's immature. That's something he needs to work out.
But it's
in
also an
therapy.
addiction.
It can be an addiction, but it's also a violation of trust. So you need to get to therapy so he can unwind his stuff and you guys can figure out how to rebuild trust.
If you're married to someone, right, 15 years is getting into a good time period and you've had kids, right, that person should be your best friend.
Yeah.
That person should be somebody
your
you
war
can
buddy.
tell
Yeah.
anybody to that you
absolutely.
go everything with. And if you're doing this, you're betraying that trust.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally agree
so
with that.
therapy. Need therapy.
There it is.
All right, that's the best advice I
Go
could
see
give.
Dr. Ruth, baby.
Yes.
She's amazing.
Yes.
Or
but,
Epic.
but don't go see
Oh, yay!
Yes. Don't go see Dr.
Coming
Jill.
soon.
Don't
Coming
go
soon.
see Dr. Jill. I don't think she handles those kind of things. All right. Tomorrow morning, maybe Troy Blevins, maybe not.
I'll be
maybe
ready.
Hangover 7, maybe not. Davey will be here all ready to go because he gets up at 4:30. Does Pete really respond to the text messages at 4:30?
No. He doesn't talk to me until I get here. But I do talk to Blake. I talk to Clay. I mean, we get all ready. Like, we rally, and then we make sure Captain's ready to go. Yeah, it's a fun thing.
Well,
I
but
love
he
it.
is consistent. He's grumpy every morning, so you know what you're going to get.
We want that, though.
I know. That's classic Pete.
It's classic.
That's
Today
why-
was classic Pete.
That's why I bring up stuff like the carousel around Pete.
Yeah.
Because then Pete really gets to be Pete.
And then Troy and I just hit him with the 1-2s all day long, and he is done. He's spent by the time he's done with us.
I'm telling you, Jimmy Jam, we can raise money. If we can raise enough money, Pete Melfi has to cut the ribbon at the carousel.
All right, let's write it on the let's
write it on the thing
desk.
tomorrow as a
Pete.
fundraiser. How much money do we have to raise for Jimmy Jam to get you to cut the ribbon?
He's going to erase this right away. You guys are amazing.
All right, this is the Mike Davis Show. Davey, Amanda, thank you. Wonderful show today. All of
Yay.
you that are watching, we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you guys.